Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hope you're all having a good one. Getting through the work day today and was like, hey, let's hang out with some friends again and do a live stream for lunch. I like to try to do these as many as I can on Fridays. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but luckily it worked out for today. So anyway, hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having a great Friday. Have a great weekend up in front of you here. But I am still getting a couple things set up. So, like I said, if I don't show up late, sometimes I might not show up at all. So, getting that all situated here really quick. But yeah, let me know what you got going on. Anything fun and exciting? Any movies you've been watching? Any music you've been checking out? Let me know. Let me get this. Sorry, just trying to get a couple things situated on my screen and then I'll be all set to go. So, all right, here we go. Here we go. Let's see who's going on in here. We got Big Al Presents in here saying, hello, Corey. Hope you have a great show today. Remember Deathstalker 1983 at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight, if you can make it. Unfortunately, Big Al, I'm not going to be able to make it tonight, but that would have been a fun one to watch. But I encourage everybody that if you have a chance to jump in there and watch them do that watch along, please do that. I'm going to see if I can get here we go. Get the link. I'm going to apologize right now. I've had hiccups like crazy today. It's always when I'm going to go live stream. So, I'll try to mute it. So, let's see here. This should be the link to Big Al's live stream coming up tonight. Check it out if you can. I was looking forward to it, but I'm not going to be able to watch it. But Deathstalker, doing a watch along of that tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. So do the math if you are in a different time zone. But yeah, definitely he's got that going on. Deleted Scenes, I believe, is going to be hanging out with him too. So I'm bummed. Both are very cool people to hang out with. Very fun. So yeah, sorry, I can't do that tonight, but please, if y'all are looking for something fun to do tonight, join in with that watch along. It will be a good time. Let me see here. We got Tired Midnight Blogger in here saying howdy. Hello. Good to see you. Connie in here saying hail chat. Great. And I'll say Tired Midnight Blogger too, as well as Connie. Great channel members. Thank you very much for the support. I appreciate it. Which reminds me, I got some free ones now that we're into the new month. So maybe I'll throw those out here today. Let's get through here and see what all is going on. Connie is saying Liquid Lunch Raid. Yes, which I always appreciate from Mr. Troy Pacelli and his lovely wife. I always appreciate their support with Troy and Netter. So thank you. Connie, I appreciate you doing the custom emojis. It shows for everybody else on here, but if I bring it up in StreamYard, it will not show correctly. But I always have fun seeing that. Wow. I don't know if y'all heard that. There was a big old truck going by outside. So big excitement out in the country, I guess. Yeah. Tired Midnight Blogger was saying, and yes, Liquid Lunch Raid. Thank you. We got Unplugged. What's going on, man? Saying hello. How you doing? I'm doing great. I hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. Absolutely. We're getting there. Got to go back to work for a little bit after this, and then hopefully on to the weekend. We'll say that. So nothing bad. Just been a busy week. Just been busy. Anthony, what's going on? Saying, how are we doing today? Saw Anaconda. It was awesome. Still up to 2018 in my memoirs. Very cool. And Anaconda, I have not seen that yet. So sounds like you had a great time with it. So I'm glad you did. I'll have to check it out. I just don't get out to the theater all the time. I'm trying to, last year I was doing more of an effort to try to get out to the theater, and I think I met my goal. Yeah. No, I don't think I did. I met my goal for last year. It was more than I thought I was going to. And so this year I'll have to see. I at least want to match what I did in 2025. So I had a good time with it. So we'll have to see. Which I've already been out to a movie in the theater. There was a mystery movie that I saw not too long ago. So I'll maybe talk about that here in just a little bit. We got Mr. Hall & Oates in here saying, hey, Core. Hey, Core. Oh, there we go. Core to E. I like that. Finished Begonia last night. Wasn't what I expected, but very good. I will agree with you on that completely, Holland. I saw that on, oh gosh, I can't even, one of the streaming services I have. I'm going to say Peacock. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I could be wrong on that, but one of them I did watch it. So I didn't see it in the theater, and I will agree with you completely. I kind of knew the gist of what was gonna go on. It was different than what I expected as well, but overall, I'm glad I watched it. So yeah, it was different than what I was expecting. That doesn't mean bad. Just means different. So yeah, I'm right there with you, Holland. Hope you're doing well, man. Got Jeff in here. John Doe Juggalo saying good afternoon, my friends. Good to see you, man. Got some highs back and forth. Big Al was saying, hoping to see Greenland 2. Really loved the original. I'm bad on that one. I've not seen the first one, so I need to. It seems like a movie that I would have a good time with, so I definitely need to go and check that out. So yeah, got the Greenland 2 going on. Jim, what's going on, man? Saying if someone is in the woods and farts and there's no one there to hear it, does it still smell? Hello, you rat bastard, and everyone in the chat. So, first, the latter piece of that. Yes, I am the rat bastard. And that's a badge I will wear with honor till the end of my days. And, yes, I believe it does still smell. There you go. There's my hot take for that one. Highs back and forth. We got Doom Boogie in here saying, Wilkie, hope all is well, boss. All is doing well. So, oh gosh. All right, hold on. I'm bad about seeing these things pop up. A Doom in here. Member for 2 months says, keep up the great work. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Great channel member there. So thank you. I appreciate it. We got Scolder in here saying hello. Hello to you, sir. Good to see ya. If I miss anybody's, it's not on purpose. I'll have to see what kind of time frame I have today. I'm kind of watching my phone for work stuff, but definitely want to hang out with all you, and we'll see what's going on. Doom is saying tired. Yeah, I'm tired. Jim's saying hello all. Just because I'm tired doesn't mean I don't want to do this. I just, life, fun stuff, everything. Eli, what's going on, man? Eli Cortez is saying, don't forget to slash the like button and sub to this awesome channel. Thank you, sir. Another great channel member there. I always appreciate it. Not needed, but appreciated. Holland says, I didn't hear the truck, but I heard a very violent fart. Hope everything is okay, Corey. That was not me. So thanks for pointing that out. But no, I had hiccups. I was talking about that. I was like, no matter what, every time I go on to do a live stream, something is going on that I'm like, ooh, is this going to go well? And I had the hiccups going. not the other thing that you're talking about. So, Eli says, have you all seen the trailer for Undertone? It looks pretty good. I have not seen that. I'll have to check that out. My dog is now freaking out because I'm on a live stream, so you may hear him do his fun sounds. He's good. He's out and about roaming the hallways. He's a goofball. Nikki, what's going on? Saying good afternoon, Corey. Good to see you, Nikki. Hope everything is going well. Good to see you. As always. Oh, Nikki. I'm going to send you... No, I'll send you... I got something I want you to watch. It won't cost you anything. I got something I'm going to send over to you. Holland says, hey, Mom. Yeah, there's a little nod to Nikki. Hi, and everything going on. Holland says, do not blame Mr. Naked. Yeah, my dog. I got to blame him for everything. Something goes wrong, I got to blame him. Unplug says, beard looking good. Thank you. I did get a little trim. So still got the racing stripe down there on the chin. Got the nice patch of gray. There's gray other places, but yeah, that chin really likes to display it. So, thank you. We'll see how long it goes. I always have fun with it, but, man, it gets hot around here in the summer. So in a few months, it might be, going away. We'll have to see. Nikki said, sounds good. Corey, definitely have a bit of downtime. Oh, I hope the code is still good. So you'll have to let me know. But I do have something I was going to send over to you this weekend. So there you go. I've not watched a ton of movies here since the last time we hung out. Common theme, I know. But gonna try to get a little bit better about that this year. So there's like 2 that I got in so far this year. I know we're on the 9th day of January, and I said only 2. I know. So one was a mystery movie night. I'm going to see if I can get my password right. That was surprised me in a good way. And then one was last night. I decided to be stupid like usual and not go to bed and watch something else. One more thing. Watch one more thing. But we had a mystery movie night the other night. I didn't get to join into the live stream, so my friends do to talk about that. But Monday, got to go out and see an early release for the movie Primate. So we got a horror. I don't know if you call it a creature feature. I mean, there's an animal involved. But I had fun with it. Not saying it's greatest movie ever, but I had a good time with it. There were some gruesome scenes in that made me cringe. So, they're doing a good job if I get a little squirmy in my seat when things are going on. But it was good. So Primate, I had a good time with it. Yeah, I know I'm not very descriptive with my reviews, but I'll definitely... That'll be when I'll see if they have a physical release. Hopefully they do. But we'll see how much it's going for. And if it's reasonable, I'll probably pick it up. It was a good time. I definitely had a good time with that. And I was trying to bring up my... Like I said, there's only 2 that I've watched recently. So in the new year. I'm failing, but I will get on it. Unplug says, is that your go faster stripe? Yeah, it's my racing stripe. I am faster with this. Racing stripes make you go faster. So, yep. Got the racing stripe going on. Animal attack. Yeah. For a primate, for sure. That one, like I said, if you don't mind a little gore and a little creature feature, I guess you'd say, because it's an animal. And just going to have fun with a horror movie. I thought it was good. It was a good time. I had a good time. It was kind of fun. The theater was actually pretty packed for that mystery movie. Sometimes it is a little bit more when I think people figure out which movie it's going to be. And so they kind of pile in for it. But so it was pretty full at my theater when I saw it. And there were some good crowd reactions. It was kind of fun. Everybody was super cool. It was, I would say it was a really good theater experience where there was nothing going on that like annoyed me or, like phones weren't on, people weren't talking on their phones or things like that. But there was some audible reactions to a few scenes in that, and I don't blame them one bit. So definitely, yeah, it was a good experience. It was a fun time. I love having those because sometimes it seems like you run into those bad theater experiences. A lot of time, my hiccups are coming back. Sorry. I'm going to have to mute here probably, but so sorry about that. Yeah. I always have things like this right when I'm going to go live. It's always funny how that happens. I was trying to look up the exact name of the other one. Last night I stayed up too late. I didn't want to go to bed because why not? And it's one I started and didn't get too far into, and I knew I wanted to watch the rest of it. So where is it at? So on HBO Max, I believe, they have this music box series where they talk to bands and do kind of interviews and things like behind the music kind of a thing. But there was a music box one, Counting Crows, Have You Seen Me Lately? So they were kind of documenting their big, quick jump into fame with August and everything after. And then what happened from that and where they went from that point. It was a good documentary. I had a good time with it. I enjoy August and everything after. I got to see Counting Crows on that tour, got to see them live. It was a good time. They played it a lot, but it was kind of interesting to listen to some of their takes on that quick jump to that level and what they had to deal with, what they went through, then going on from there to another album. And there's some cool interviews in there. Some people, it was interesting. There were some people that were jumping in there that were, I guess, close with the band that not that I would know, but kind of caught me off guard a little bit, but in a good way. But that was a good one. Yeah. Digging into the music side. That was a fun one for sure. And I got one other movie in, but I'm going to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Unplug says, do you have a region-free Blu-ray player? I do. Yep. Because there's been some friends I've met in other countries that they'll throw out some recommendations that are either only available for me as an import or it's a lot cheaper that way. And so, yes, I did get it's nothing special, but I did get a region-free player to be able to check those things out. So, yes is the answer. We got Jamie Hard in here saying hello. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. So the other one that I got in, and I got to log it. I just noticed it's not in my letterboxed, but I was gonna try. We'll see how well I do. But some of the New Year's goals. One of them was to. I'm trying to bring up the list right now. One of those was to try to take part in. I brought the wrong thing up, of course. Huck's Pop Culture Cafe. He has. I think originally when he did it, there was a book that he kind of based it off of, but then now he's changing it up each year what you're looking at. But he has a 52-week movie challenge, and we're going to see if I can keep with it. No promises, but the first week here, starting January 4th, was to watch a Rob Reiner film. So each week there's some type of theme, something to watch that fits within that. So week 1, Rob Reiner film. I watched The Princess Bride. So seen it many times before, but on a sale not too long ago, I bought the 4K set of that from Criterion, and I hadn't watched it since I'd gotten it. So that gave me an excuse to spin it in the player. So that is the other one I watched. So until then, that's it. I got a couple movies I want to get in this weekend, but we will see if it happens or not. We will see. Unplugged says, oh, no, I already read that one. There you go. I'm bad at comments. Got some hellos. Hey, Mama Doe. Unplugged says, if you ever get back in the UK, I can show you where you can get good deals on movies. Absolutely. You're always throwing out some crazy ones that I'll be like, yeah, go for that. But yeah, I'll have to, there's quite a few people now. It's kind of crazy. You never think with this YouTube thing, but there's getting to be a group of people. I would love to see if they'd ever like meet up and say hi, go shop for some movies or something. If I get back over there. So hopefully it can happen. We'll see. Expenses and everything is crazy as it is right now. We'll just have to wait and see, but yeah, I've been over there twice, but, will be fun to meet up with some friends and go do some movie hunting. I think that would be pretty cool. Connie says, oh, well, nope. It skipped on me right when I tried to click that. Connie said, we'll get to Holland's next. Connie said, how are you doing on silent era movies, Corey? I'm very lacking in those. I will say that. So one of them that's going to be coming up, I believe, I'll just make sure. I thought it was a silent film, but, this is nearly silent film, but one of them for an older film that I was going to pull out for one of the weeks for Huck's challenge. And a recommendation that's been given to me before from my good friend Allie is Modern Times, little Charlie Chaplin. So we'll have to see if that one fits into that category for the week. But other than that, I'm pretty lacking with it. So I'd need to dive into it more. If you got any big recommendations, you'll have to let me know. Holland says, nice, Corey, Princess Bride. Did you watch Andre the Giant? Rah. I'm going to cough now. Hold on. Making me laugh. Did you watch Andre the Giant wrestling in the 80s? I did. Andre and Hulk Hogan and Jake the Snake and Rodney Piper. And, there's a lot of those older ones that, I got into. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Gosh, what are some of the Killer Bees? I loved when you got into the tag team matches. British Bulldogs. There's a lot of fun ones. Gosh, I could probably keep on going, but my memory is going to fail me. But yeah, 80s WWF at the time. Had a lot of good times watching those things. But yeah, I already said Jake the Snake. What were some other one? Jimmy the Superfly Snuka. I think that was one. Oh gosh, there's so many others. If you gave me a little more time, I could come up with more names, but my old man brain is failing me. Hey KB, what's going on? Saying happy Friday, everyone. Good to see you, man. Got Bacon in here saying, oh, what up, my boy? Happy Friday. Good to see you, Bacon. I cannot believe you're doing a post. I was just looking at it. I was going to put a comment and did not get to it. While I was working, I saw it, but I can't believe, not to go into that more, but I can't believe some of that stuff. It's been a year ago now. That's crazy. So, but good to see you, man. And good to see you and your family all doing well. Might skip by some of the highs back and forth. We got Culture Trini in here saying, what up, what up? Good to see you, Trini. How you doing? I haven't seen you around in a while, man. Not necessarily just mine, but just others. But I hate that YouTube, there's so many people I want to check out if they have something going on, but it seems like I don't always get all the notifications when things pop up. So, but good to see you, sir. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. Got to bring you up there again. Got Henry in here, Regari21 saying, hey, Corey, happy Friday. Good to see you, sir. Hope you and the family are all doing well. Connie was saying, great movie. I do OG Phantom of the Opera as one. Oh, okay. I don't have my pen, but I will, I'll remember that. I'll check that out for sure. Thanks for the recommendation. I always love that when friends give some of those out. Nikki was saying Buzz Sawyer and Tito Santana. I don't know Buzz Sawyer, but Tito Santana, I do remember. Yeah, that's crazy when you're like thinking back about some of the old ones. What was, when I was talking about the tag team ones, the Killer Bees, that was one. I always thought that was funny. They'd do the thing where they'd go under the mat and switch the masks, and they didn't know which one was which and all that fun stuff. And what was there? Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and then $1 Million Man, and oh gosh, I could keep on going. But yeah, that was some fun times for sure that I got into. And I saw here, thank you so much, man. Unplugged was given a £1 super chat there. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Don't ever feel like you have to, but that is super cool of you to throw that in there. It definitely go back into the channel to help run things. So very much appreciated. That's very generous of you. Captain Lou Albano. Yeah, I forgot about him. Absolutely. There's probably so many that somebody will say a name and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't say that one. But yeah, it's been a while since I've seen him. Ultimate Warrior. Absolutely. He was a good one for sure. KB was saying, don't forget Dwayne's daddy, Rock Johnson. Absolutely. Yeah. Like I said, there's so many of those that as soon as somebody says the name, I'll be like, oh gosh, can't believe I forgot that one. Or I didn't. But that's part of being live where my memory only supports me for so long. And then but yes, there's so many good ones there. Yeah, the early 80s through maybe early 90s was kind of when I really got into it. And yeah, I love hearing those names, though. That's awesome. Connie says, I have a lot more on silent era silent movies. Okay. I'll have to get some more recommendations from you. Fill out that part of my watching that I'm lacking, because I have not dug into those very much at all. Got some highs back and forth. Just want to make sure I don't miss anybody. but keep on seeing everything. Oh, not skipped on me. Connie was saying you're welcome, Corey. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. I always love getting recommendations from everybody. Got saying hi to Park and Sip here. We got everything going on. We got Jamie Hart saying greetings to everybody. Tag teams. Oh yes. See, I knew somebody would say a name, and it's so easy for me after to be like, oh yeah, I knew that one. But gosh, yeah, I only could like pick so much out of my mind, like right off the bat, doing this. But Road Warriors for sure. They were cool. They always had the big the football shoulder pads with the spikes on it, everything. Yeah, they were pretty cool. Yeah, I'd go for that one too. That's pretty cool. Unplug says, got to go. Bye-bye. See you next time. Oh, absolutely. Thanks for jumping in. And thank you so much for the super chat. That was super sweet of you. I appreciate it so much. So hope you have a good one. Saying hi back and forth. Kind of Clary says, please do. Yeah. Or maybe hitting you up on some of those movies. Yeah, I'll have to do that. So I'm going to take a sip of my Diet Pepsi. Hold on a second. But this is awesome. I love this. This is why my Fridays go so quickly. The morning goes slow because I take a late lunch, but then get to hang out with all of you. Get to hang out with some friends and just shoot the stuff and hang out. But yeah, those are, for this year so far, those are the 3 movies that I've gotten in. There's the mystery movie, A Primate. I watched, last night I just finished up that Counting Crows documentary. Have you seen me lately? Like I said, I remember growing up with that music and when it was like really hot and big and getting to go see them live when August and everything after was just coming out and really enjoyed it. And then Princess Bride. So I got some more. Maybe I'll have to bring up Huck's 52-week movie challenge and see what I got coming up next for that. So Jamie Hart says, shameless plug. No such thing. You're a friend. Throw it out there. Sunday night, I'll be doing a watch along of Blue Velvet. I've heard things about that. I've not seen it. Blue Velvet on Bert's Corner with Brett, Chad, and Destiny, 8 p.m. Eastern. Should be fun since Brett's never seen it. Oh, I've never seen it either. Jamie, completely, I appreciate you asking, but yeah, definitely. I think you, since you're a moderator, you can drop links. If you have a link for the stream, throw it in the chat. Go for it. Definitely. So people can check it out if they feel like going for it. So definitely drop that in there. You have my permission. I know you're waiting for that, right? But no, I always appreciate people asking, but yeah, definitely drop that in there if you have it. KB was saying, besides Huck's challenge, what movie goals do you have for 2026? Yeah, I do have some. I was throwing out a few. This is where I'm bad. I gotta like get my list to, there's some that really come off the top of my head, but so I had the 52-week movie challenge with Huck. I'm going to try to keep up with that. We'll see how all of these goes. Another one was digging into my movie collection a little bit more again. So I have a vinyl collection as well, and there's quite a few that I have not listened to in quite a while. So one thing that I miss from vinyl and cassette tape era was a lot of times I'd put those in and you'd listen through the whole album. There was not just one track at a time, no skipping around. It was just, you listen through it. So another goal was to once a week listen to one album, and I might lean into vinyl that I actually own first, but listen to it front to back, no skipping. Like go through the whole album, how it was meant to be listened to. There might be some new ones that come out that I do on streaming I do Spotify, so that might be a possibility. But I'm going to try to start pulling those vinyl records out and use them a little bit more that I haven't gotten to in a while. So yeah, so Huck's Challenge, one album a week front to back without skipping. It can be a, like I said, first time listen or an old favorite that I just haven't gone to in a while. Another goal was going to be watch one first time watch movie for me that's from my collection a week. So, and I can't, and I was going to try to be difficult with myself. I'm not going to count. So if one for Huck's Challenge happens to be a first time watch, that doesn't, I can't double dip on that. I got to watch another one. So, movies behind me that I own, I want to get that unwatched section smaller. So once a week, grabbing one movie from that shelf that I haven't seen before to watch it, and it cannot count towards Huck's Challenge or vice versa. So got that going on. I want to get back into my reading. So either reading or listening to audiobooks, because I usually get through them a little faster with audiobooks, but I want to read or listen to one book a month. And I'm starting with anything I own, both like physical book or audiobook. I have to focus on those first. So no purchasing other things, no checking out other ones, but getting through that first and then going on. So one book a month. I'm looking at my list here. I'm going to go to the theater once a month. So I beat that last year, but I also am trying to keep things realistic, but, yeah, get out to the theater to watch a movie, get my bottom in a seat at my local theater to keep them going or help to keep them going. But yeah, get to the theater at least once a month. The other one, I have a couple others from some friends that couldn't believe I hadn't watched all of them. But through this year, I want to get through the whole Harry Potter series of movies. I've seen, I think, the first 4, but they've been long enough ago. I'm going to start it over again and get through all of those, I believe 8 movies, and then get through all 3 of the extended editions of Lord of the Rings. So there you go. There are my big goals. Huck's Challenge, one album a week, one first time watch a week. That does not count towards Huck's. Read or listen to one book a month. Go to the theater at least once a month. Harry Potter series and extended Lord of the Rings. We'll see if we get it all done. You got probably more of an answer than you wanted there. But Bacon was saying Pepsi sponsor this man. Yes, please do. Got Diet Pepsi going. Please sponsor me. I'm not too proud. I'll take it. Let's see where I'm at. Hey, Sin, what's going on? Sin's Corner was saying, the only thing about Blue Velvet I remember is that it was weird. I didn't care too much for it. But that's kind of how I feel about the Lynch stuff that I've seen in general. Yeah, there's some interesting things. There's some interesting things with that. Jamie said, oh, it won't show right when I bring it up here, but people, if you are in the regular chat, you'll be able to click that link and hit the reminder for it. But Jamie was throwing that link for Sunday's stream in there and saying, hey, stop on by, have some fun. Absolutely. Thanks for dropping in there, Jamie. Jamie was saying, I'm a huge Lynch fan. I wouldn't be a YouTuber if it weren't for him and Twin Peaks. All right. Yeah, everybody, things click differently for everybody. And Sin was saying, yeah, he definitely has a dedicated fan base. I just don't think I've ever clicked with his stuff. Yeah. I think, didn't he do Lost Highway? That was one I saw in the theater, and I think I was maybe too young for it. I can't remember if I was high school or college. I can't remember at the time, but I remember watching that one and walking out and being like, what did I just watch? Yeah, I had that feeling. Not saying it was bad. I just was not clicking with it, I guess. Jamie was saying to sin, if I may be so bold to recommend, but if you don't like most of his stuff, try The Elephant Man or The Straight Story. Both are very sober compared to his usual stuff. All right. Holland was saying, nice goal, Corey. Do you have some idea of what percent owned is never seen? I don't. If I was going to throw a number out there, 25 to 30% is my guess, but I could be completely wrong. But I think it'd be safe to throw that number out there for sure. But right or wrong, there's quite a few that I've bought and just never got around to. So as you can see, I got some. Yep, that way. Nope, that way. Some stacks of stuff that I'm clearing out as well. I was trying to do a little reorganization, but yeah, definitely got some I need to get to. But 25 to 30% probably would not be too crazy to say. I hope it's not worse than that. That's the thing. Usually when you make a guess with numbers like that, you usually go a little more kind to yourself than what reality is. But I don't know. That's what I'll give you for right now, Holland. KB was saying Sundays used to be my vinyl time. I'm doing a random letter week to unwrap some movies in my collection. Nice. Yeah. I like to have some nights where I'll go down and spin a record and don't have my phone with me, don't have the TV on, nothing else, just sit there and listen to it. So that's definitely, I think, one of the goals that I for sure can do. But I know I missed some weeks where I didn't go and just sit down and, the only time you get up is to flip the record over. But I have nothing against streaming either. There can be some of those but again, pick an album out and go through the thing and enjoy it. So, yeah. Cool. Yeah. And it's good to have some goals like that too, that with your movies, to dig into those that you haven't watched yet. You bought them for whatever reason and to watch them. So like my first one for Hux, Princess Bride, seen it before many times, but there was a sale. I never had it in the collection. There was a sale a while back on Criterion and they had the 4K release of that out. I bought it. Well, I never watched it. And so even though I've seen the movie before, I'd never actually opened up the Criterion release I bought and watched it. So yeah, that's why I was like, I'll hop in on that challenge. Cause if you lean into stuff you either haven't watched or bought a better, well, let's not say better. If you bought what you consider upgrade format of it to actually use it and watch it. So yeah, that was one I bought it and it was on the shelf, and that gave me the excuse to get that shrink wrap off of it and put it in the player. So Adrian was saying, hey there, Corey, happy Friday. Good to see you, Adrian James. As always, sir. Thanks for dropping in here. Jamie was saying, I love Harry Potter. People think they are kid movies, but further in you get, the darker the movies become. Yeah, I never had anything against them. My kids started getting into them, and that doesn't mean it's a kid thing, but I think I only got through the first 4, but it's been a few years back now. So now for this goal, I'm going to start over again. And I'm not going to say I'm going to watch them all in 1 month, but through the end of the year, get back through them, but start from the beginning, go through it. One thing, we did take a trip to New York with our kids a while back, and they had a traveling theatrical performance of, oh gosh, what was it called? It was like Harry Potter, but it was like after the movies. And I think it it had only been created. I don't think it was a full-fledged book, but like a stage play or screenplay of it. And we saw that in New York on Broadway, and it was pretty cool. But it was like Harry Potter and them growing up, and then their kids and what they were dealing with. So probably a little spoiler alert for me, but yeah. Anyway, I'm looking forward to getting back through those. Sorry, I'm being random today. Sin was saying the extended editions of Lord of the Rings is coming to theaters next week. I got the hiccups again. Oh, excuse me. I've never seen the extended editions, and I've never seen Lord of the Rings on the big screen, so this will be a first for me. Yeah. So I've only seen the first one, and that was the theatrical release of it. So that was one of those that people were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you haven't seen that. And I just never got into the trilogy. So there was a year or so ago, there was a big sale on the 4K trilogy set of that. And also had the extended cuts on there. So since I only saw the first one, that's been a little while ago, that one, again, like the Harry Potter, I'm going to start all over again and watch through them for this year, but all the extended cuts. So, and people joked about the first one to me when I said I was going to do that. And they're like, oh, great. You get to see them walking for an extra hour or something. So hopefully it'll be a little more entertaining than that. But, from everything I hear from people, especially the second and even the third, the action, the pace picks up a bit. So yeah, it'd be cool to see in the theater too. One of our theaters, they did that one time where they did the extended cuts and they played them in a marathon, like one after the other. And I was like, man, that'd be a long day. Cause I mean, they're already like 3 hours, aren't they? Even without the extended cuts? I don't know. I have to look at it again. I'm just throwing numbers out at this point. Sin was saying you never said what you thought about Primate unless I missed it. I enjoyed it. I had a fun time with it. Not saying it was the greatest movie ever, but there was some gruesome kills. There was a couple places that made me cringe with some things going on. And I know you've seen it, so you'll know what I'm talking about. It usually involves skin on your face or your bottom jaw. No spoilers, but there was a couple parts that made me cringe a bit. I had a fun time with it. That was like a good, fun horror movie, creature feature. I don't know if you call it, but animal attack movie or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I had a good time with it. It hit the spot. Not saying greatest movie ever, but I thought they did a good job with it. I was looking forward to it after I saw the trailer, and I'll just say I wasn't disappointed. I got what I was expecting from that, which is not a bad thing. Holland says, yeah, Lost Highway. Yeah, got a great soundtrack. Got a little Nine Inch Nails on there and everything, but yeah, that one threw me off a little bit. Jamie says, yes, Lost Highway, big inspiration for horror games like Silent Hill 2. Absolutely. Connie was saying, I remember seeing Twin Peaks when it came out. I've not seen that. I've not seen that. Papa Goss, what's going on? Saying, what's up, chat? Hope you're well, Corey. I am. Hope you are as well. Hope you are as well. Sorry, I'm checking the time. I can go for a little bit longer here, but believe me, I would just keep on going. If I didn't have to jump back on for work, but I do. Holland says, not bad at all. I'm sure a lot of movies are friend recommendations like Black Phone. And I did enjoy that one, but from the time it was recommended to the time I said I was going to watch it to the time that I actually watched it. Yeah, there was a bit of, there was a bit of time in between those. We'll just say that. Hey, Brawler, what's going on? Box Office Brawler saying, yes, it's lunchtime with Wilkie. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Oh, man, I was going to tell you, I'm still figuring it out, but I was measuring out a few walls to figure out where to put that print. So I don't have it figured out yet. And it might not even be able to be in my little office area that I have right here, but I'm definitely going to get it hung up. But yeah, I was going to say I was doing some measurements to in kind of visualizing, trying to figure out where I'm going to hang that up. So it's not up yet, but it will be. It will be. And which is very cool. Another friend got to meet fans of something, that really cool couple, and got to hang out with them. And I might have another little commissioned piece coming from their household. So it's cool to run into people doing fun things, if I could talk, showing their creativity and what they can do with it. I'm in awe of that. So, Brawler, like you, I got the mugs. I was taking some into work. I already had some people commenting on them. Like, hey, where'd you get that? You know, and got the print. I'm figuring out where to put that up. But I love running into people on this whole thing where they're expressing their love of all this and their creativity, and it's fun to take a little bit to help support that. So I'll say that I wish I had some more of that creativity, but I don't. So I'll just support you. Holland says, Corey, did you take the kiddos Harry Potter sightseeing in the UK? Or did you just get stuck in the roundabout? There's Big Ben. There's Parliament. There's Big Ben. There's Parliament. So no, we did not do the Harry Potter thing. But at the time, the age my daughter was, she got super excited and had to have her picture taken next to. So when you're doing the tube, one of the stops that we were going through quite a bit from where we stayed was Paddington Station. So you got Paddington Bear. That she thought was pretty cool to see it was an actual place. And we have a picture of her next to the little sign, the London Underground sign that says Paddington. So she thought that was pretty cool. So no on the Harry Potter, but we had a little reference to Paddington Bear that she was pretty excited about. So that was fun. That was fun to see. Sin was saying, I watched the first 3 Harry Potter movies, then started listening to the books and got completely addicted. I never saw the first 3 on the big screen until the first one came back recently. Yeah, and what's funny with that too is when those were coming out, my mom was still teaching. She taught for a very long time, and now retired. Has been retired for quite a while, but she was an English teacher, and she absolutely loved it because she had this like big boom of kids wanting to read, and they were wanting the next book, and they were like bringing in and she almost had to tell them to like shut the book and listen to what she had to teach for the day. But she said at the same time she was really excited about that because it got this young generation of kids really super excited about reading books, and she loved seeing that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I know my chat just jumped all over the place. I'm going to miss some of these, so not on purpose, but Papa Gas was saying, Brawler just subbed to your channel. Very cool. Thanks, man. Always cool to help everybody out and support each other. Jamie Hart was saying the extended cuts of Lord of the Rings are amazing, but long. I like to watch them while I decorate my house for Christmas, which is funny because I've heard a couple people that's their around the holidays, Christmas time, New Year's. That's usually the tradition to go back through those. Gizmo that jumps in once in a while. Man, my hiccups. I apologize. Hold on just a second. It's only bad when I'm like trying to live stream. He said, I think every year around that time too. And I heard a couple other people say that too, that's their tradition. They always throw that on there. So yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'll have to get through them, but I know it'll take me. That's why I said I'll give myself the year, because they're longer, and we'll have to see. Depending on what time of day or night I get to start them. I don't usually like to split movies up, but they're long enough where whether I have to clip them and do it over 2 nights, we'll see. But yeah, that's cool. KB said when the kids were younger, we would take a Sunday and watch all the extended editions of Lord of the Rings. Yeah, nice. So my son ran through them all. I know he liked them a lot. I bought, and it would have been now later. He's older and out of the house. He could have seen the extended cuts now. But we like to do a lot of traveling. Not every place was like super exotic or stuff, but we like taking road trips or doing things with kids. And we got to the point where we had finally got some technology where you could like download some things to it. So anyway, we bought the digital copies of the, probably as the standard editions, like not 4K and theatrical cuts of Lord of the Rings. And I know he watched those in some of our longer road trips. I think they were lifesavers, where he had quite a bit to watch with just each movie. So I know he always enjoyed them. I know he went through the Hobbit ones too. Like I said, I'm just going to tackle the Lord of the Rings for now. I'm not saying I won't get to Hobbit, but with some of the other goals and things I'm doing right now, probably not going to tackle that one this year. Mission Media, what's going on? Saying, yeah, Lord of the Rings marathon runs about 13 hours for the extended edition. I know, that's crazy. Yeah, it's our local theater, and I know other theaters do it too. It's not just ours, but they did that, and they ran it, and they showed the time, like start to stop of the whole thing. And I was like, that is nuts. But the tickets were like super cheap when you like figure out like 3 long movies like that. And I think some people would just kind of hop in and out when they could, or if they just had, I think they had times listed of when each one would start, like, so somebody, if they're just like, the second is my movie, I want to see that one. And even if you only saw one of the movies, the ticket price was pretty good. But yeah, 13 hours. Yeah. I'll have to pace myself this year to get that all done. Sin was saying, I enjoyed Primate as well. My review for it went up this morning. Oh, I'll have to check that out. I have not gotten to that. Been busy at work today, so I haven't gotten to that, but definitely will check it out. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's a movie that knows what it is and stays in its lane. Super impressive by actor who played Ben. Yeah. So I'll agree with you. Yeah. It like I said, I think earlier I said, I saw the trailer and was interested. And when I saw the movie, I got what I expected. And I was saying, that's not a bad thing. I got what I expected. It was a good time. It was a good horror animal attack movie. Yeah. And it was interesting. I mean, it's like one of those, like, don't think about it too much. And I'm not saying like, oh, turn your brain off, but yeah, I got what I expected, and that was a good thing. No, it was a fun time. And like I said, the theater was pretty packed for that one, for that mystery movie, for mine anyway, and definitely had some points of audible gasps or like groans, or there's a couple, since you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about, but there's a couple parts where it's just like, ooh, yep. Papa Goss was saying, subbed up to KB as well. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, San. Come on. Got to give me a hard time. Sin was saying, a bit of time in Corey talk means at least a decade. And that, I want to argue with you, but I can't, because I think you're hitting the nail on the head. Yeah. Time, I lose track of time. I also say, I was joking about the other day where I was like, oh, just the other day we did this? And somebody was like, no, that was 6 years ago. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, it was the other day. Just, I didn't say how long ago, but yeah, I promised to watch that one for quite a while. I'll take that. I'll take that. It took me a while to get to it, but I enjoyed it. And it was definitely, it was one of those that I was like, I can't believe it took me that long to watch it. So now I guess I just will not commit to watching anything anymore. Nikki was saying, you're not wrong, Sin. No, absolutely not. Like, I can't, talking about me and my time frames. I definitely won't argue that. Holland says, Paddington, haha, cute. Yeah, no, it was funny because she was like, Paddington? Like Paddington Station? Like from the book and the movie? And like, yeah, this is the Paddington Station. And it was just funny. We got off the train or tube, whatever you want to call it. And she saw they have the London or underground sign, you know, like the circle, the red and the white and the letters through it. And I remember her like, can I get my picture next to that? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, she was pretty excited about that. Jamie's saying, thanks for the sub, Papagas. Absolutely. I love seeing everybody like jumping in, helping everybody out. Collector Movie Man, how's it going? Saying, hey, Corey. Saying, how are you doing today? I just received a new Lego set and long walk up for Super. Cool. Oh gosh, I don't have it here. I got a new Lego set in too. So very cool. Hope you have fun with it. I was thinking about trying to start doing some live streams where if I'm going to work on it and just jump on and see if anybody wants to talk while I'm doing it. But yeah, I got a little, it's a smaller version, a lot cheaper version of the Back to the Future DeLorean with Doc and Marty McFly. Oh, sorry. I'm looking around to see if I had it in here. I don't think I have it right here where I can grab it. Anyway. No, I don't. Sorry. I'll stop. But I was excited about it. Yeah, it was fun. It was definitely way cheaper than that big DeLorean set. Looks so cool. But not right now. But yeah. So yeah, let me know which set you got. It was cool to hear. Also saying I'm looking forward to the live stream that we're going to be on for Mega Mike's, our most anticipated movies of 2026. Yeah, that'll be coming up here pretty soon. Saw there's a nice big group of people hanging out on that one. So yeah, that'll be fun. I have to double check and make sure I'm not missing anything, but I got a couple for sure right off the top of my head that I'll throw out there for that. KB was saying, thank you. Absolutely. Sin was saying, yeah, some audience members yelled out loud during my screening of Primate. Yeah. No, there was a couple where I did kind of like I did this thing, like I don't do anything like audibly, like, but I'll like, if you're probably watching me, I like do the little, like clench my fists and kind of go like, ugh. And yeah, there was a couple parts of that where I was like, ugh. Yeah, in a good way. So, no, it was good. I thought it was fun. Yeah. Anyway. Bacon was saying, I really want a Pepsi now. This water ain't cutting it. Oh, you're being smarter than me, man. Drink your water. I got to drink more water. I drink too much of this stupid diet Pepsi. Bad habit I've gotten into. That's definitely something I need to work on. So, yeah, not saying I'll ever like never, but yeah, I'm trying to take some steps this year of mixing in, keeping a big old mug of water there next to me and sipping on that throughout the day. So I'm saying, got to run. Have a great rest of your stream. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for jumping in here. I probably can't go too much longer, but I appreciate it. Holland was saying, yeah, Corey, Lego stream. Yeah, I'll have to see if anybody shows up for it. But yeah. Jeff was saying, looking forward to that stream as well, Dave. Yeah, I was going to say, there's a nice big group for that one. So definitely got a big group for it. Collector Moon Man was saying, I just put that one together, that DeLorean from Back to the Future. The one I just got is with Darth Vader. Cool. Wow. Oh, so you have the DeLorean, the big? That one's awesome. Someday maybe I'll get that. But Big was saying, "Oh yes, Dad, drink your water." Yeah, I know. You're like, yeah, I'm a grown adult. I know, but drink your water. I know. But that's me more telling myself I need to do a better job with that for sure. Take care of myself. Keep hydrated. Little simple things like that. Hey, Hortensia, what's going on? Saying DJ NCA was saying, hey, Corey, yes, Lego stream. I know. Still trying to figure it out, how to do it. But yes, definitely need to get that going this year. I think it'll be fun to do. If I'm going to do it anyway, and, I could throw it on a stream, and if people want to hang out in the chat and talk, we definitely can do that. Oh, Bacon right there. Favorite DJ right there. How you doing? Awesome. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Hortensia was saying, or posted, or showing, whatever. I don't know. I can't talk at this point. Member for 5 months says, hope you have an amazing year. Long live the beard. And you have the Jax and the Marquee sign logos that StreamYard doesn't like to show, but everybody else can see them in the regular chat. So I appreciate it. You're always a sweetheart and a great supporter. So I appreciate everything for sure. Click through Move Man says, I don't know if you're allowed to say if somebody says my number one movie, can I still say it? I would say yes. There's no way there's going to be crossover. I don't think there's any way that everybody will have something different, especially with the number of people we have on that. There's no way that people aren't going to say some of the same movies. So I would say no matter what anybody else picks, keep with what your picks are in your order and say it. It doesn't matter if somebody said it already or not. It's going to be yours at that spot, and for whatever reason you think it should be at that spot. So, and you might have something more to add than the other person did to say about it. So no, I'd say no matter what anybody else picks, keep with what you picked and go with it. Cause like I said, with the number of people, we got like 10, I think there's going to be like 10 people or something. Well, maybe not 10. I don't know. It's a large group. And there's no possible way that everybody will have unique movies. Everybody's going to have, there's going to be, I can see quite a few that are going to be repeated from people, but you can have different reasons of why you like it and why you're excited about it and everything like that. So yeah, anyway, yeah, go for it. You can do it. Hortensia is saying hi, everyone. And also doing well, getting my petty and mani done at the salon. Wow, look at you. Getting your nails did. I know. I probably sounded cringy when I said it. But yeah, get the nails done. I know that's always enjoy yourself, pamper yourself a little bit. Yeah. So, are you going to post? Are you going to have something fun that you're going to post on your Instagram page or something that show us what you got done? Which also, if you want to see fun, energetic, good time, Hortensia later tonight will be, I'm sure, on her channel, Twitch and YouTube, doing her little DJ mix of her trance music. So I think it's usually 5 Pacific, 7 Central. So 8 Eastern, I believe, is the time. If I said that wrong, you'll have to correct me. But I always like to try to jump in there because she always has a good time. Super positive, fun, just fun time. Yeah, check her out. I hope the nails get done well. We got Collector Movie Man in here. It says, member for 1 month. My number one movie is The Odyssey. Oh, spoiler alert. Come on. Keep them hidden. Have your poker face. Don't tell everybody about that. Nah, I figured that one would pop up on. That would not surprise me to hear that one mentioned more than once on the stream. So, but that being said, yeah, if that's your number one, keep it your number one. And it doesn't matter if somebody else says it. Just, yeah. Because like I said, you might have some different insight or some different reasons that you have it at your number one than somebody else does. So definitely go for it, man. Collector Movement says, but I hope you have a good rest of the day, Corey, and stay safe. Hopefully the weather isn't too bad for you. Nah, we're pretty good. We actually got a lot of rain. All our snow is gone. It's crazy. Before Christmas, I was posting all these pictures of, we got a ton of snow. Now it's like pretty much all gone. And yesterday we had heavy rain and actually a thunderstorm warning. So that's just kind of weird for January, but hey, it's Iowa. We have, crazy weather. It goes all over the place. Hey, Chilo, what's going on, man? Saying hello, Corey. Hope 2026 has been off to a great start. It's been really good. 2025 wrapped up really nicely. We're got to have all the kiddos and their significant others all back together. And honestly, that's like my Christmas gift. If we can have us all sitting around a dinner table together at some point and talking and eating some food. I don't know. Sounds simple, but you know, that's what I'd take for a Christmas present every year. It doesn't have to be on Christmas, but around that time, I'll take it. I won't be upset. Get to see all of them. Brother was saying, don't watch Primate. Way too far from the gore, man. What? I don't even know what you're saying there, man. I had fun with it. Did you actually see it? You have to let me know. Just give me a hard time. All right. I can go through a couple more, and then I unfortunately, probably gotta call it a lunch, and then we'll be back at it. I'm going to try to get some more live streams more this year than I did last year. Kind of dropped off a little bit. Collector Moon Man was saying, yeah, we had thunderstorm warnings here too in Michigan. All the snow is melted here, but now we're supposed to get a snowstorm tonight or tomorrow. I haven't checked the weather in a while, so who knows? Maybe I'm supposed to be getting some as well. Chilo was saying dinner with the family is priceless. Absolutely. Yeah, it's kind of crazy where, yeah, my kids are older and getting out of the house and everything. And, yep, I'll take that. That's my Christmas present. If they can put up with me for an evening and come sit around a table all together, it's a good time. Collector Moon Man was saying, but you have an awesome day. And if you end up doing a Lego live stream, I'll be there. Oh, cool. Thanks, man. Hortensia was saying, I probably said your name really weird. Sorry. Hortensia. I don't like gore. So it wasn't like long extended bits of it, but there were a couple that made me cringe. So yeah, you still might not care for it, but it wasn't like 20 minutes of it, but there would be like a couple little episodes where it was like, yeah, it made me cringe. Holland says, Brawler Primate mug coming soon. Extra gore. I know. I got some of his mugs. I need to think ahead and like have my pop or some water in one of his mugs so I can show him off a little bit. Bacon was saying, take care, bro. Have a great one. You too. Hope you and the family are all doing well, man. Brother was saying, oh, I've seen it, man, way too crazy for me. Oh, for real? Okay. No. Well, I can see that. There was just a couple. Yeah, there was a couple scenes that like I said, I cringed. I kind of did oof, that hurt kind of a thing. Hortensia says, have a good rest of the day. I hope to see you later, even if it's just to say hello. Absolutely. I'll definitely jump in and at least say hello. But have a great day and weekend, everyone. Yep. Good to see you too. I can't do the little hearts like you do, but I'll give you just the the heart with my hands, but I got to figure out how I can make that, do that like you do on yours. Chilo, member for 5 months. Thank you, man. Say wishing everyone a fantastic 2026. So yeah, absolutely. Going to try to get some more live streams going this year. My first year I went all in and was doing a bunch. Last year, still felt like I did a good number, but definitely not as many as the year before, but maybe looking for something in between those two. Cause I think I kicked it off a little too ambitious the first year. And then things got really busy last year. So maybe get something in between that and get to hang out with you all. So yeah, looking at the time, I probably have to wrap it up for today, but thank you all so much. Again, this makes my Fridays go so great. Get to, like I said, take a late lunch, hang out with some friends, have a good time, some laughs, and have a very short bit at the end of the workday to then start the weekend. So, but I will leave it at that. Love you all. Thank you so much. Look forward to doing a lot more streams, a lot more hangouts, and mixing in some things. Maybe, like I said, figure out if I can get off my bottom and figure out the Lego streams, get that going. Maybe throwing in some of the game ones again. Who knows? Some people make fun of me about it when I was pressure washing and on the game. And some people were like, oh, it's fun. You should do it again. So we'll see. Nikki, you have a great weekend as well. Love you. But I'll leave it at that. Thank you all again so much. And we'll hang out here soon. We'll talk to you later. Bye.